Welcome everybody to episode 6, as soon as I load it here, of Neverwinter Nights Adventure Series number 12, Prophet Chapter 3, That Which is Destined. It's kind of tough keeping them all together now that I'm doing 4 at once, but we're going to rock it in the pocket. Alright, we have a door in front of us. Let's head through said door. Suits of armor. In the last great tome. I don't trust it. Let's get Dougie out. What did the suits of armor say? Nothing. Alright, last great tome. This great tome, okay, read the open page. Chapter 6, the 6th decade in the Council of Azilgard. In the year 1442 LR, a council was held within the great halls of Azilgard, capital of the Beleriand Empire. From all known corners of the world did sages gather to discuss the events of recent years. From the north came the warlords of the Udinar and the dwarven kings of Cragholm. From the east came the elders of Linlitharn and the viziers of Sardathia. From the south came the masters of the trading guilds, and from the west the sages of Thulil. All were welcomed as allies by Phaedrus, king of Azilgard. For 7 days did the council hear accounts of the troubles come to plague the land. Some spoke of the great Juntar horde sweeping like a windstorm from the untamed east. Some spoke of the dead rising from their graves and devouring once proud Sardathia. Some spoke of the dying of forests and the withering of the sun. Some claimed that this was all common doom, a century of sorrow that had come to claim the earth and bring about the end of days. It was said that throughout all history, the greatest of prophets had spoken of an edge to time, a darkness beyond which there is nothing, and now it has come at last, and the gods themselves decreed the world to perish. An elven sage came forward to speak of a balance disturbed, a symmetry broken at the heart of these troubling omens. He claimed that all of this had been foreseen, that it was the climax of a great battle fought for millennia against the laws of existence itself. The battle could still be won, so he claimed. But the council did not listen. Each had their own immediate concerns. The armies of Valyria united with the Northmen of the Urdinar and the dwarves of Cragholm against the Juntar threat. The elves of the Linlitharn turned their forces to defend the forest against the undead armies marauding across the corpse of Sardathia. The sages turned to their books and the astrologers to the stars, but no answers were found. And thus for another 8 years was civilization held against the growing threat. But nothing lasts forever, nothing, not even legends. Okay, we can't turn the page. There's a chest here with a rusted key. This is an old rusted key. Does it go here? Yes. Skeletons and skeletal undead, dead. And another great tome. Chapter 7, the 7th decade and the fate of all. One by one the defenses fell. First in the north from the peaks of Agarfjord came a new threat. The giants woke from their slumber and rose to form a great army. That army swept upon Cragholm and drove the dwarves to abandon their human allies and return to defend their mountain keeps. Second, in the south, terrible news. The dead began to rise from their graves near Krakograd. At first it was only a few, but soon the restless corpses formed an army against which none could stand. Those who fell in the battle against the undead horde soon rose to join its ranks. And though burning the bodies of the fallen forestalled their return, when they did, they came back as fearsome spirits that no weapon could harm. And so the Beleriand armies retreated. They pulled back, leaving space to allow their enemies to confront each other. And for 6 years, terrible were the battles between the Juntar hordes and the undead armies. But then the third deadly blow. Vrashkai, the Juntar warrior, undefeated in battle, fell at last to time in his 60th year. And when he himself rose as an undead spirit, so the Juntar shaman saw at last the fate of all. The shamans decreed blood jihad. The Juntar warriors now threw themselves in a mindless frenzy upon their enemies and died by the thousands. And so greater and greater grew the terrible army of undeath until its numbers were beyond counting. The men of the Urdinar fled to their northern homes, the elves retreated into their forests, and the generals of Valyria, stalwart to the end, died defending their cities from the onslaught that was now unstoppable. And thus all that once was now lay dying. No more scribes to write histories upon yellowed parchment. No more bards to sing tales of glory. The remnants of men now huddled in scattered keeps and underground mines, while all through the lands the spirits of undeath rage in their fury. So rises the fate of all. You cannot. Oh. I knew one of these was gonna come back to haunt me, literally. Where's my turn undead? Give it over here, skeleton mage. I got extra cast, brother. Undead fools. Skeleton king. No, it's kill the king. Oh, I'm badly wounded. Not as badly wounded as his king's about to be. Skeleton king have anything on him? Yes. Key. Skull-headed key. Use the key here. Yep. Vision. You sense a presence here in the light. The featureless face beneath the hood appears to be staring at you quite intently. Who are you? He begins gesticulating wildly as if very excited. Can you hear me? He nods intently. Then say something. He seems to be pleading, but you hear nothing. What is it? What do you want? He's becoming very transparent. Hey, you're fading. The world around you fades. Of darkening. Oh boy.
Right shall prevail.
We will not be defeated this day. Be ready, men, for now is the time for battle. An army comes now upon us, an army that means to devour all that is left of our kingdom. But we shall stop it, here. We shall stand against this darkening. We shall stem this tide. Is everything ready? Yes, Lord Eldaron. Good. If the gods smile
On us, and the situation is not as dire as I fear. If not, well then, the rest of it. We shall triumph this day. Attack! We shall triumph this day! Attack!
Wait, I have some questions. This is no time for talk, woman. It's time for battle. Prepare yourself.
fury!
Oh boy.
You won't win! You won't!
Yeah, this is not going well.
This is way too much! I can't take all this!
The dreamer has died, so the dream fades. Yikes. Please protect us. There's not much I can do. Kinda got homeboy surrounded. He's near death, but he's fighting them off. He's a tough son of a gun. Wow.
I have to say thanks.
You appeared just in time, madam. Who are you? Name's Ogren Feldspar. Extends his hand. Shake his hand. I am Karini Kovaleski.
Well, hello to you.
He warmly grasps your forearm. So where did you come from? Never mind that. What are you doing here? I'm escorting these people to safety. Not an easy thing to find in these dark times. And where are you going? To the dwarven kingdom of Cragholm. The grey mountain citadel shall never be breached by the armies of undead. Is Cragholm the only place left where safety can be found? It is the only place I know. What about the Elven Forest? Isn't there not safety there? I don't know, but I've heard that all the forest of Linlithorn is now the domain of spirits, specters and wraiths, and worse things still. And Rithsylvane, the city in the trees? Sorry, I don't know much of Elven lore. I've never traveled the great forests. What about the human cities? Do you know if any still stand? I'm sorry, friend. Your human kingdoms have fallen. Perhaps some still survive in the great fortresses of Uthbanor or Marber Keep, but it won't be long before even they are overrun. What about the northern lands? Do men still live in the Erdinar? That I would not know, friend. That is far from here. News does not travel quickly through the lands of the dead. And you think you'll be safe in Cragholm? The gates of mighty Cragholm shall never be breached. Come, friend, join us. Come with us to Cragholm. We could use the help of one such as you. No, I'm sorry. I have other places I must go. If that is what you wish, it is. Well, whatever your travels may take you, remember this, friend. All the evils in the world can never defeat you as long as you still have hope and courage in your heart. These are wise words. Thank you. May fate smile upon ye. The world fades around you. Of patience. The old man speaks, but you cannot hear his words. Look at him carefully. You notice that his ethereal form acts like a window through which you can see past the doorway behind him. Beyond that doorway, you see a pair of lips speaking endlessly. Try to read what the lips are saying. You can't be certain, but you believe they are repeating the phrase you have heard so often, what is destined cannot be denied. Who are you? He seems very excited at your presence and motions for you to follow him. Very well, lead on. He motions to the large doorway behind him. Where does that lead? He just keeps motioning for you to come. Very well. He turns to the doorway. Follow him. Of death. Nice dress. Yes, she is the one. Arkath Uzvat Malkanan. Malnakan. Arkath Uzvat Malnakan. Take form, that which has been stolen. Arcath Crucich Benegorm. Arcath Crucis, awaken, lost one, to the hope of all. Ah! Room of waking. At last it is accomplished, and she returns to walk among the living. Let her rest, for she carries a heavy burden, the hope and fate of all. Shh, do not be afraid, my friend. It's over at last. That was Meridoc. Gasp. You are awake.
By the light!
His eyes are wide with wonder. Who are you? He falls on his knees. Oh, blessed be! The sleeper has awakened. We are saved. What are you doing? Oh, thank the gods! Thank the gods! What is going on here? The man continues to worship at your feet. Stop that. Stand up. Yes? Who are you? I am but your humble servant, my mistress. My servant? You are the one called Karini Kovaleski, are you not? You know my name?
Yes.
Of course. You are she, aren't you? He looks at you with great reverence. Yes, that is my name. Then we are saved. Saved at last. How do you know of me? We've been waiting, but I should not speak. I am but a lesser ardent. You are a what? I am a lesser ardent, new to the ways of the vigil. Oh, what an honor it is for me to be the one present for your rising. What is the vigil? We are the vigil. We are sworn to await the coming of her who holds the fate of all. We are your devout servants, my lady. You think I hold the fate of all? The man looks at you with awe. It is so written. So written where? Where is it so written? I am not worthy to answer. Then who is? Who is your leader? We are led by the eighth savant, Ecthelios. Eighth? There were others? Oh yes, for 70 years we of the vigil have waited. Our task has been passed from generation to generation. Take me to this savant. It would be my honor. Please follow. You feel strange, heavy, as if your body can barely hold its own weight. First of all, what's in here? Nothing. With each step, your strength returns, as if your body is starting to remember who you are. The people in this room suddenly stop what they are doing. Master, the sleeper has awakened. The man's eyes fills with tears. Are you the one they call the savant? What's the matter? Why are you weeping? I am so pleased to see you, at last. Are you the one they call the savant? Yes, I am Ecthelios, a savant of the vigil. I've seen you before, haven't I? He nods. You have been dreaming of me. He closes his eyes and recites, and then at last that ends the timeless dream. So shall the sleeper be made real and again walk among the living. Then I am awake at last? Yes, we have done it. After 7 decades, it is accomplished at last. What year is it? It is the year 1490 by Lotharian reckoning. You have been lost to us for 100 years. And so why did you seek me out? Why did you awaken me? Because you, my child, you are our only hope, the only hope for the world. Why do you think that? It is so written, for the balance shall be restored by the one who holds the fate of all. Who is this? Where is this written? It is carved upon the very halls of the dwarven citadel of Mornthald, there, etched there thousands of years ago by the great prophet Brognamir of Cragholm. And you believe this prophet talked of me? You are the one, Karini Kovaleski. You are our savior. What makes you think that? From the dreams of the suffering, a breath of hope shall be found. The prophet from the north, the unmaker of sorrows. And when at last she wakes, so shall end the 100 years of pain. We have found you, Karini Kovaleski. We have found you among the nightmares of the dying and the dreams of the living. We have reconstructed your tale from the remains of all that once was. We have found you, and we have brought you back. Praised be the founder. Praised be the founder.
We must share words.
Karini Kovaleski, there is so much to discuss. Indeed, I have many questions. What do you wish to know? There was another who had been lost in dreams. His name was Larian Telangraneth. The Elven One, yes, we know of him. Has he appeared in your dreams as well? Yes. And what did he tell you? What do you mean? Did he tell you anything about how the Century of Sorrow began? Hesitates. He said nothing of that. I see. And tell me, can you bring him back like you brought me back? It is possible, if that is what you wish. Yes, it is what I wish. Very well, we shall prepare the ritual. And how long will this take? A day, perhaps 2? Is there any way I can help? No, all we need is time to prepare the meditations. Then please get started as soon as you can. As you wish, my lady. Meanwhile, please rest yourselves. On second thought, I'd like to ask you something else first. Do you wish to know? How did you find me? We do not know what became of your physical form. But then, how is it that I am here? The ritual of the waking is a complex task, my child. Its details would take years to explain. Please just summarize. There will be a time for that later, but now there are so many more important things that we must discuss. What do you want to discuss? We are here to listen, Karini Kovaleski. You shall tell us how the balance is to be restored, and we will do as you command. I have no idea how the balance is to be restored. The old man's face turns pale. What's the matter? The ardent faces the savant, his eyes wide. What is it? You must come with me, Karini Kovaleski. His voice shakes. You must come with me now. Where to? Follow. I have questions, man. The eyeless gaze of this statue fills you with unease. What do you want? Is it true? He speaks in a hushed tone. Do you truly not know how to restore the balance? I don't. I'm sorry. He hangs his head in sorrow. For so long we had hoped. So many generations have prayed that you would know the answer. I'm so sorry. All is lost. There is no hope. Founder, forgive us. Who is this founder you speak of? He is the one who formed the vigil 7 decades ago. He was the first to understand who you are and why you must be awakened. And who was this man? I'm afraid that we don't know for sure. The founder preferred to keep his identity a secret. Why? That we also do not know. Many years have passed since the founding of the vigil, and much has happened. So you truly have no idea who the founder was? Well, there are many who assume that it was the first savant, Thedos Adamian. But you have your doubts. Yes, by all accounts, Savant Adamian was not an ambitious man, not the type to launch an endeavor that spans the generations. Who then? I believe it must have been someone with a more long-term perspective. In the early days of the vigil, we were often visited by an elven scholar who was very much interested in your history. Who was this scholar? His name was Lord Evernorn Saranthio. Lord Evernorn, I know him. Indeed, and it seems he knows you as well. Where is he, do you know? He has left long ago, before I was even born. Where did he go? He went to the north, the far north beyond the peaks of Agerfjord. Why? Why did he go there? I believe he was searching for you, Karini Kovaleski, but he did not find you. But why to the north? He knew full well that I had traveled south to Hirathanum. He sent me there himself. That I do not know. He only said he is searching for you in the ruins of Yimreth Arduin. Yimreth Arduin, the ancient kingdom of the Harazars. Yes. Did he find it? Did Evanorn find the Harazar homelands? I do not know. None have heard from Lord Evanorn in many, many years. Have you any idea what happened to him? We do not. He was lost, as so have many others. But perhaps he found the answer. Perhaps he found Yimreth Arduin. Lord Evanorn left us 60 years ago. Nobody knows where he has gone. Perhaps he left some clues. Perhaps there are some clues hidden in his home in Rithsylvane. Rithsylvane, but of course, you do not know. What don't I know? The elven forests have fallen. The darkness has devoured them decades ago. Rithsylvane is lost to us now. Nevertheless, perhaps Lord Evanorn has left some clues there, some clues to what he had learned. It is possible. Then that is where I must go. If that is what you wish, then it shall come to pass. We of the Vigil shall do all we can to help you. How can you help me? First, you need some supplies. We have collected many items of power over the years, in the hope that they would aid your quest. What kind of items? Come, I will show you. Oh, man. This is getting so good, man. So freaking good. Wow. This may be the best RPG I've ever played. You know what this has that Planescape Torment doesn't? Movement. Planescape Torment is very static. This NPCs move about. You're in new areas. You're having new interactable actions. Here we are. Behold the gifts of 100 generous souls, most of them long dead. They have brought us these offerings in the hope they will aid you in your quest. All of this is for me. Yes, help yourself. Meanwhile, I'll wait you in my study. Thank you. Oh, I don't have any items. 21,000 gold is nice. These disarm kits are nice. Basic backpack. Traps and thieves tools. Torches. What am I wearing? Just fine robes. Embroidered with a variety of runes. Levitating bag. This extraordinary bag is enchanted with a permanent levitation spell, dramatically reducing the effective weight of anything placed within it. Minus 80%. Scabbard of Blessing. Uses Aid and Bless. Sure. Shield rack. Royal Sardathian shield. Plus 3. How much does it weigh though? 15 pounds. Force shield. Plus 2 AC shield modifier. Thrumming with power, the shield appears to be made of nothing but arcane magic. Due to its small size and unique nature, the shield won't disrupt arcane casting. It was donated to the Vigil by the craftsman of Chakdanat. Okay, we'll take the Force shield. Armor stand. Shadow weave. Okay, that's interesting. Protector. Okay, we want the protector. This small shield proudly bears the mark of Lurien, homeland of the strong heart halflings. While few people think of halflings as possessing any real military tradition, the Lurien folk maintain well-organized militias led by local clergy and supported with powerful divine magic. The shield likely belonged to an ordinary Lurien soldier who fell in defense of his homeland. Wait. Oh. Shadowed hood. Dark vision. This hood is highly obscuring, cloaking the wearer's face in shadow. This allows one's eyes to adapt to darkness much more effectively. I'll take it for now. Royal Balerian plate. This exquisite plate armor is given only to the highest ranking knights of the Balerian army. Each is crafted by the finest smith of Krakograd and blessed by High Priest of the Cathedral of Azilgard. This armor was donated to the vigil by Lord Aaron Bailiff. Wow, that's nice. 50 pounds though, can I wear it? Knight shield. Fine shield bears the emblem of Azilgard. Winged helm. Spot -4, saving throws fortitude. This helm once belonged to Lord Aaron Bailiff. I don't mind losing 4 in spot. Cloak of protection +3. We know what that is. What is that? Oh, the Knight Shield. Armor stand. Elven chainmail. This is probably what we're going to use. This highly sought after armor is granted by the elves as a gift to those they deem worthy. Generally only given to elves or half-elves, it is rare indeed when suits of this armor is found in other races. This set was donated to the vigil by elders of Linlitharn. The supple chainmail does not interfere with spellcasting the way normal armors do. It bends and conforms to the body in such a way that even the sound of movement is reduced beyond normal metal armors. So +3 AC, move silently +5, 40% overweight. We'll probably use that. Cliff of Law. The shield is not a shield at all. Is it a chant that once uttered continues to reverberate upon the speaker and imbue them with protection from all manner of attack from any being that does not respect the law of Liet? Chaotic +5, saving throws universal +3, on hit magic missile level 5. I'm using that for sure. So these other two can go. And the Helm of Brilliance. Fire resist, light blue, fireball, flame lash, prismatic spray, and wall of fire. Versus the winged helm. And the shadowed hood. Alright, so we're going to take that. Put the shadowed hood back. Put the winged helm back. And put the protector back. So let's read about the winged helm. This helm appears ordinary until its true nature is perceived. Made of brilliant silver and polished steel, the Helm of Brilliance is set with diamonds, rubies, fire opals, and opals, each of large size and enchanted. When struck by bright light, the helm scintillates and sends forth reflective rays in all directions from its crown-like gem-tipped spikes. The jewels allow the wearer to cast a variety of powerful spells, although each such use drains some power from the helm. In addition to these specific powers, the helm can absorb significant amounts of fire damage. The wearer may also focus the light of the helm at will to produce an effect similar to Flame Lash. 50 charges. Spell resists fire 20. Gives off low light blue. Fireball. Level 10. Flame Lash 3. Prismatic Spray 13. And Wall of Fire. We'll keep that, but I want to keep the winged helm as backup for when that runs out of charges. Okay. There's a weapon rack. Oh my. Wait, before we get into the weapon, well, Juntar broadsword. So nice. The sandstorm. What are my traits again? I can use exotic. If there's an exotic weapon, double scimitar +1. Two-bladed sword. Flame spear. Maul. Dire mace +2. It's two-handed though. Staff of the High Force I can't use. Moonhammer +2. Halberd +2. Nagamaki. Massive criticals. Kintharsta. Heavy mace. Okay, let's see the smaller weapon stand. Ace of Disruption. The Golden Rapier. Features disarm enhancement +2. Parry +5. That's pretty interesting. One of many. Electrical +1. 3 discipline. Black Soul Sickle. Empty Fields. Piercing 1d4 +2 and Doom. That's interesting. Peasant Dynasty. Flame Tongue. Fire 1d6 damage +2. Range weapons. Alright, let's equip what we're going to equip. We're going to equip that. We're going to equip that. I'm going to kill a Royal Valyrian plate, probably. See what's in this chest. Do we have more bags of holding? Greater magic bag. That's excellent. Amulet of Bardic Lore. Scarab of Protection +3. Saving throw universal +3. Natural armor +2. Necklace of Prayer Beads. Cure serious wounds. Gem of Brightness. Ring of Sorcery. Ring of Wizardry. Ring of the Dragon. Elixir of Horus Ray. Sunbeam. Ring of Fire Resistance. It's a good thing for cure serious wounds. But we'll probably take the Scarab of Protection +3. And bring up the dragon to be immune to fear. Okay, we'll get to boots now, I guess. Boots of striding, boots of reflexes, boots of the unwavering stance, strength +2, only usable by monk. Boots of elvenkind, sandwalker boots, gloves of the master robe. Braces of armor +3, gloves of swordplay, cloak of night, dex +2, belt of hill giant strength +3. We'll definitely use that. Cloak of elvenkind, gloves of the open palm. Lawful monks. Probably take the boots of striding. It's in the bookshelf. Codex. Okay, we've read that. Alright, so let's equip some of this stuff. I didn't pick a second ring. Where'd my boots go? I'm gonna fire resistance. Did I accidentally put them in a magic backpack? Yep. Con +2. Now we've got to pick a weapon. Bullets +2. Bullets of screaming. Sonic damage. Ooh, acidic bullets. I like that. Sling of Seeking. Yes, that's what we want. Attack bonus +5. So those are our ranged weapon options. Getting pretty decked out. We're going to go through and read these in the next episode, so I want to save it here. This has gotten so good, it's just unbelievable. Episode 6. I'm just going to say wow. We'll go through, read some descriptions, and really deck ourselves out in the next episode. Very cool stuff. Much love, peace, joy, happiness on your path. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more awesome stuff.